What did you make of that game from start to finish?
I thought one of the best playoff coaching jobs I've seen is by Gus Bradley, the defensive coordinator of the Chargers, who went into Anthony Lynn at the beginning of last week, the head coach of the Chargers, and said, "Look, Coach, we didn't do a great job on them last time, and nobody's been doing a great job playing them conventionally." So, the Chargers, who already had some injuries at the linebacker position, Gus Bradley basically said, "I want to play 7 linebackers. I want our safeties to drop down and play linebackers, and we're going to play all of our corners in the game." And Dan, one of the funny things is, at the end of every game, you get this thing from the PR staff of whatever game you're at, and it's called the official NFL play-by-play. And I looked at it in the first play of the game for the San Diego Chargers. All the guys on there are DBs, other than the 4 defensive linemen. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And so that was a really smart thing to do, because from the first snap of the game, when Derwin James was there spying Lamar Jackson and nailing him for a 1-yard loss, you just sort of knew that this was going to be a different game. Now, I think they played extremely well on defense, and the Ravens almost came back, but it never really felt like they were going to come back. And look, Lamar Jackson's got a long way to go in the passing game to make people fear him throwing the ball. And that's what he's going to have to work on this offseason.
Would you put in Flacco at any point yesterday?
I probably would have late in the third quarter. You could see that there was no question that Harbaugh was sort of, on the edge of a sword there. But I think that Harbaugh basically said, okay, look, Flacco hasn't played in 2 months. He's not going to be able to move around well against this voracious defense. So I think his thought was, these guys are killing Lamar Jackson. They sacked him 7 times, as it turns out. And Flacco, I think he thought, was going to be too much of a sitting duck.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.